Hey Grand Adventurers, welcome back. I'm your host Mark Guido, and we're going to talk today about USB ports. Now, just about everything we use these days relies on USB cables to recharge, be it cameras, drones, headlamps, tablets, and of course, phones. Not only yours, but those for all your family members too. And if you're lucky, your RV manufacturer put in more than one or two USB ports for recharging mobile devices. Chances are too that it's a dumb USB port that doesn't have any technology to regulate charging voltages and wattages. However, we're here today to show you a super simple way to expand our USB ports for recharging devices throughout your RV, and also put in some smart ones that have technology like Qualcomm Quick Charge and power delivery. So stay tuned. This is going to be a short episode of Grand Adventure just because this project is so darn simple to do. We're going to replace our existing power outlets with these combination outlets from, I'm not sure how to pronounce this brand name, Ellagrip? We picked up a 6-pack of these combination outlets off Amazon for $100. They're available in both 15 and 20 amp versions and with all kinds of various USB power options. We've opted for the ones with one USB-A port that's compatible with Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0 and a USB-C port with Power Delivery 2.0, each rated at 18 watts. Single units are currently priced at $22.99 or a 2-pack for $40.99. They're also available in different colors, and they're also carried by Home Depot. Although at least at our local Home Depot, it's by order only. As usual, we'll put a link in our Grand Adventure shop on Amazon, right here on the screen and in the video description down below, if you'd like to do this project in your own RV. So now we've introduced you to the what and the why behind this project. But before we get to the how, let's just pause for a moment to introduce you to our video sponsor, RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. Now, I don't care if you're a weekend warrior or if you're a full-time RVer, life is way too short to lose sleep, wake up with back pain, or other problems associated with that cheap, crummy OEM mattress that came with your RV. And I'm here today to tell you there is a great alternative. Improve your sleep while camping with a new RV mattress from our video sponsor, Brooklyn Bedding. They offer 4 different mattress constructions in 21 different sizes, depending on preference and price point. Everything from standard queen to all of those funky, odd RV sizes. Brooklyn Bedding manufactures all of its mattresses right at their factory in Arizona. And RVmattress.com ships them right to your door for free, all rolled up and compressed in a vacuum seal. Just cut the wrap to unroll the mattress onto your bed, then cut the vacuum seal. For our mattress, Brooklyn Bedding starts with a layer of high-density foam for a supported base. Just above the base, an 8-inch core of over 1,000 individually encased coils provides the essential support. Immediately above the coils is a 1-inch layer of memory foam and 2-inch layer of hyper-elastic TitanFlex foam. Finally, at the very top is a 1.5-inch layer of antimicrobial CopperFlex foam with TitanCool, which is designed to maintain an ideal sleep body temperature of 88 degrees. Every Brooklyn Bedding mattress from RVmattress.com comes with both a 10-year warranty and a 120-night risk-free sleep trial. Visit RVmattress.com/grandadventure to get 20% off your mattress with promo code GRANDADVENTURE. Now let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is go flip off the breaker to the circuit that we're working on to turn off the power for safety. These outlets are of the type installed in most RVs. You begin by simply prying off the outlet cover. These two screws are what hold these outlets in place. They tighten down a little plastic flap in the back that clamps onto the inside of the Luan walls. The important thing here is to only loosen the screw so that the flap releases its grip on the Luan. You don't want to remove the screw completely and let those little plastic flaps drop down into the wall where you may not be able to easily retrieve them. The next step is to pop open the back of the old outlet to release the 3 wires in the Romex: hot, neutral, and ground. You do that by pressing on these gray tabs to release the back plate, which in the case of this outlet isn't actually inserted all of the way anyway. 2 of the tabs are already released. To remove the wires, simply pull them out of the plates that are holding onto them. Because the new outlets are of a more typical household type, these wires will be held by retaining screws. So we're going to have to strip about a 1/2 inch of insulation from each wire. I'm also going to use a utility knife to cut open a bit more of the sheathing to give myself a bit more room to work. The green screw on these outlets is for the ground, which is the bare copper wire in the Romex. The other 2 screw terminals on the outlet are marked hot for the black wire and white for, of course, the white wire. All we need to do is insert each wire into its respective terminal on the new outlet and fully tighten down each terminal screw. Give each wire a little tug test to ensure that it's tight. Because RV outlets typically don't have junction boxes, we're just going to remove these included screws and discard them because we won't be using them. The cover plates on these outlets are a little different from what you may be used to seeing. They're actually in 2 parts. The clear part actually attaches over top of the outlet itself with 2 screws that you insert through the Luan surrounding the cutout for the outlet. Make note that these should only be attached in one direction, and top is imprinted right in the plastic. Note the 2 little tabs on the left side of the clear plastic plate in this view, which is actually the bottom side of this outlet. Those match up with 2 cutouts on the black outer wall plate and are used to remove the wall plate later if you have to. Then the outer wall plate simply snaps onto the assembly. Now we'll go back over to the service panel and flip the breaker back on. These outlets allow you to use the USB-A and USB-C ports simultaneously, while still leaving plenty of room to plug in 2 household devices. By replacing 6 of our existing outlets with these new combination outlets, we've added USB charging stations throughout our RV for both convenience and also to greatly expand the number of available USB power ports to recharge multiple devices simultaneously. So go on now, admit it. Wasn't that easy? That was the kind of project to upgrade your RV that just about anybody can do. If you found this information useful, if you liked this video, please be sure to give us a big thumbs up down below. That is extremely important to us. And while you're down below, you'll find the comment section where we'd love to hear from you after each grand adventure, which we air every Wednesday evening. We'd be truly honored if you shared the channel with your friends, family, and on social media. But if you're not yet a grand adventurer yourself, now is the perfect time for you to go smash that little subscribe button right down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. And ring that notification bell to be sure that you never miss a grand adventure. So until next Wednesday, please remember, life is nothing but a grand adventure. We'll see you then.